King. I'm picking the bounty rune up. Whoa, what a nice bounty rune.
Oh, yeah.
And then he would be like, yeah, I'm gonna hit this guy, and he hits him. Now I'm gonna crit him, and he crits him as a bounty. I'm tracking. He would literally everything.
He's trying to take my job.
Yeah,
You know, he's
and that guy, like, he could do your job. That guy is insane. Yeah. Now he's in the team. I mean,
he seems like a nice lad as well.
He's super nice. He enjoys the game.
Like, you can just feel it in sort of any sort of interviews or like media clips that Alliance do, that he's got the right attitude.
He definitely does.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, to stick like with the same 5 and just try hard and improve, like it's really nice. Just a year ago, I think I was in EPG. We were playing together. They didn't look nearly as strong as they do right now.
I mean, no, it took some time, but it was with a lot of teams and with a lot of teams that you know trying out some of these newer talents that haven't really been on any other teams. You know, for a lot of them, this was their first sort of big break, and they've worked with it. And Alliance as an organisation have stuck with them, and it's paid off. You know, they're making steps, and we'll see how they can do now against TI winners OG in their first series of the qualifiers.
And it is ILTW who's playing instead of
No, ILTW is going to be still sticking with them.
Okay.
So we'll see how he can do.
Is it permanent or what's happening?
They didn't say really, did they? Because a lot of people were sort of like, "What's going on?" Because on like the Wikipedia and stuff, it didn't have his name listed. But OG said he is going to be sticking with them for the qualifier. So as much as we can imagine, he is the sort of the permanent position. Obviously until TI8, when, as we know, he will get kicked and Anna will return. I mean,
that is the running
That's
down.
literally how it works.
How do you commit to a team that you know you're going to be kicked out of?
But
I mean, if you're sort of Anna's second best, you know, it's still a pretty good position to be in, you know.
And maybe, if that is the agreement, maybe they have also already said, like, whatever we win at TI, you get, like, a certain percentage.
They definitely would not say that.
I know.
Mean, why would you give up a share of your TI winnings? You know, they're not stupid.
We have a Swan.
Also, heads up, all the other games are obviously on different streams as well. I do know that Beyond the Summit stream has got Killer Pigeon and Ahaz commentating Kaban, which is Cinderen's team, taking on Secret. So that's one of the ones that I know. Shadow Demon first pick with Monkey King. That's
so obviously we would like to show them all. We are probably going to be doing this game, and then I believe the winner of this series against the winner of a Liquid versus the Real Deal.
Can I just say that they should learn their own alphabet, like
they're all messed up again.
Yeah, because Shadow Demon and Stardar, they belong in S, not in T. But sure, whatever.
What do you want to do with the Monkey King?
With the Monkey King, just put him.
Well, it's Thompson in it.
Oh yeah, just put him
Thompson in it.
Just
Come on.
Definitely. And that Shadow Demon, right over there on the safe lane.
Yep. And a Dazzle.
Interesting to see the Dazzle early pick by Alliance and all the games and regions that we've seen so far. Not really many people getting Dazzle even at all, or I mean, as the second pick.
He wasn't even banned that much, right?
No, yeah, it was ignored in the majority of the games that we've been doing around the world. But Alliance, they still see the value in it, and they'll pick it up nice and early. Huskar will be banned as Dazzle. It's Alliance.
Oh, Dazzle's broken.
What have you done?
We broke Dazzle.
The nerves.
It's falling apart.
I'll be careful with him.
I put in dire safe lane.
He got nerfed a bit. He's not broken, but he's definitely. Yeah, he's still strong enough. I guess you get the minus armor from the Dazzle, you get the heals, you have Swan with Warcry. There's a lot of utility already coming from these two heroes.
5 seconds remaining.
There is. You put the Shadow Demon on the off lane, right?
Well, I don't know. No, why?
Why did you put it on the? You put it on the off lane.
Hey, you put it on.
You shoved it over to me.
Oh, really? So that's interesting.
I was confused about that. I'm like,
that shouldn't be there. Most likely, Shadow Demon is going to be on the safe lane.
Yes.
Yeah.
However, there are some players that do still like that Shadow Demon on the offlane as position 3 even, like as a core, but most likely it's going to be that support on that safe lane.
We did see Shadow Demon Luna yesterday. I'm assuming that's not going to happen. It's because, normally you want to have a Shadow Demon with those agility carries, right? Is Monkey King considered to be enough to pick a Shadow Demon?
It is, because like you can cast the Wukong's command and then disrupt him, so there's that combination as well.
Oh,
you don't really die with it. He's safe in his own ulti.
Darkseer.
Okay, so most likely, I mean, not most likely, this Darkseer is definitely going to be off.
Oh yeah, it's going to be your Sebby boy.
And it's Radiant. There you go.
And now
Against the Dazzle.
we can expect something like, is Earth Spirit banned? A very interesting, Earth Spirit isn't banned from Alliance or from OG, as they have players that love that guy. Alliance loves to play position 4 Earth Spirit, and now with the Dark Spirit, it would be really good on OG.
OG would love that here. Absolutely, 10 out of 10. They want the Earth Spirit.
Yeah.
But yeah, will Alliance the Alliance have the chance, but take it away from them.
Alliance just enjoys playing it. Instead they go with Beast Dazzle.
Spirit, so I think just grab the Earth Spirit. You bang on. Spirit Dogs here. That's a good one.
Is Beastmaster still good enough to be picked like this? I mean, they went Dazzle Beast.
What was it? What were the big nerfs? Oh, it was the talents and stuff, right? Or
the talents, and wait, they switched the talent for the boar.
Yeah,
from 15 to level 20. Yeah, they added the talent for the axes, and also Vladimir's got nerfed a bit.
Oh yeah,
it's not
cool.
as good as before. I mean, it's still an item you definitely buy.
And even twice, as we've seen some teams, you know, they're buying it twice still. What region was doing that the most?
CIS, was it?
It was SCA, or was it?
SCA.
SCA was, a lot of the teams were still buying 2 of them.
Oh, TB.
Terrorblade.
That's me.
That's easier.
Alright.
That's also good with the Shadow Demon. It's great. Loads of illusions.
Good.
So, as Lizard has taught me, the first 10 minutes you want to be carried by your supports, which right now is just the Shadow Demon, which is a little sad, so you need a position 4 that is a lot better than anything they have so far. Those 2 supports will make space for whoever is going to carry until the Terrorblade can carry. Is Monkey King fast enough for that?
Definitely.
There's Thompson, and he's running around the map killing everyone.
Yeah, Monkey King is one of those heroes. First and foremost, it's his signature hero.
Yeah.
And then, like, it's one of those heroes that, if itemized properly, can definitely carry you through the mid game. And yeah, he gets that power spike much earlier than the TB, and it's gonna be good.
How come they're saving their position 4 for then high?
They've still got pretty much pretty good options available with the position 4s. You know, for Jax, his Tusks there,
yeah, but we haven't really seen a lot of 4 positions saved until the end.
There's so many heroes that work well with Darkseer that you can pick.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're more worried about something like a Terrorblade being banned out, or maybe Alliance even taking it themselves. They do have a Dazzle. Terrorblade would have been very good for Alliance too this game, so that's why you wanted to pick it up first. The Qualifier Shadow Fiend.
Shadow Fiend.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, it's one of his specials.
We're gonna see an SF on mid, and
we are.
Honestly, guys, like SF versus Monkey King, that can go very bad for SF very fast.
Yeah, I think good luck to him in the mid lane then.
But I mean, you still have nukes. You still have nukes versus Monkey King.
I mean, if they
raises, if you land them properly, if Monkey messes up a little bit, you can definitely take over the lane too. It can go either way, but I have a feeling I don't know, like who's gonna gank? That's my question.
Well, for OG. This is the strength now. They know there's an SF mid, so they can really think which position 4 do we want to pick that's gonna make this SF's life hell.
Yeah, and like you can pick anything.
I mean, that's true. That's an SF.
Position 4 that can dive the tower does really well versus SF. Tusk is still in. Earth Spirit.
I think they're the 2 big ones for Jax,
There's Sven Dazzle. Imagining both of them are support, right?
Yeah.
They don't really do a whole lot. Like, who are they?
Well, Sven is super good.
But they're not super heavy on the roaming side, are they?
Yeah, Sven can come around the tower. Yeah, with the Warcry you can dive the tower.
Does that mean that, because I'm thinking about Alliance, they need one more, they need to carry, and they want to carry that probably allows those supports to have the freedom to actually go help mid somehow.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what Alliance would like.
I mean, there are many carries that are not banned, right? Like, that are so strong currently.
Juggernaut is still in.
I mean, you're playing
Troll is still in.
So you're definitely thinking Troll.
Yeah.
Besides Troll, Slark is an option. They do play Slark, so...
Earth Spirit banned.
Yeah, I mean, if OG... But then again, if OG desperately wanted the Earth Spirit, I don't think they would have left it to be banned at this stage. So I think, and as we said, there are other very strong 4s in, so I think OG are kind of cool with... they've got a selection to go for here.
Their draft is looking so solid right now, actually.
Yeah.
Right, you have the Shadow Demon TB, you have the Darkseer Monkey combo, and now you just have to add something like some position 4 that's tanky enough. And I mean, you've said it. Tusk makes a lot of sense. That's a catch that you don't have.
Tusk would be solid.
This
So it is going to be a carry Sven.
It is.
I believe Alliance were the team that was doing carry Sven anyway. They were definitely the team that was doing like Sven in all positions, but
at one point or another, Alliance definitely.
oh, well, back in the day, yeah. But so carry Sven, wait. Alliance sounded kind of...
No, carry Dazzle?
I was going to say, did they do carry Dazzle Alliance? I can't remember.
Give me that Sven this way.
I mean, it can be.
It could be the carry Dazzle, actually. I think Alliance did that before.
I'm thinking...
Here we go.
I think
Disruptor is going to support the Beastmaster, and I think Sven Dazzle and Safe Lane.
I'm not so certain.
No, I think you don't want Disruptor on the top lane, do you?
It depends. Like, if you... There are some builds on Disruptor that allow him to be very aggressive, like no talisman, and you spam your first spell.
Okay.
Like,
I guess that can be annoying for Terrorblade. It's a lot of damage.
Super annoying for Terrorblade because he has a lot of armor but very low HP. So Thunderstrike can definitely zone him out. That's definitely an option. But at the same time, you can have Dazzle plus Beastmaster. You have the Boar Slow. You have the Poison. That can be very annoying.
And I mean, the Disruptor's a nice pick in the sense that maybe it puts OG off going for like the Jarek's Tusk. You know, down the line, once the level 6 is online, the Disruptor can heavily punish any sort of snowball movements from the Tusk. Have that sort of setup with the Static Storm and the Kinetic Field ready and waiting for wherever the target of the snowball is. But they might not put them off. They might still want it because they see the strength of being able to punish that SF with the early rotations. So... Tusk, I was still up there,
Chen.
but Chen. Alright, they're going to try and make Chen work. We've seen one team so far in the qualifier try and do it. It was FNG tried to make it happen the other day. Had a great start, didn't win the game.
Chen, position 4.
But can OG, the TI winners, make Chen work? We are going to find out.
Honestly, I'm just completely dazzled by this champ pick.
So, this game is going to be very interesting for multiple reasons. But for me, I mean, obviously we're going to have to come down to making predictions. For me, a lot of it is going to depend on the mid game, and mid game is going to depend on Monkey King versus Shadow Fiend, and I think that Monkey King will then have the upper hand, and therefore I shall go with OG.
Yeah, I think OG's got Monkey King, they've got Terrorblade. I mean, OG should win this, and I'm not a believer in Shadow Fiends, and I think there's a reason why teams aren't really playing Disruptor. So I think Alliance, they're trying something that's very much their own style, but I don't think that's going to clash well against OG that have got, apart from the Chen, very sort of meta lineup. You know, their draft makes more sense. OGs.
Yeah, you have the Disruptor to silence the TB. You have the roll from
Wait, guys, hold. We can still change predictions because we have this information while the prediction thing is going on. Thompson is playing Shadow Demon. Jarex is playing Monkey King.
Oh, spicy. So I imagine Thompson will still be playing mid, so it's going to be Jarex roaming up and mid Shadow Demon.
Is playing the Dazzle.
That's what we thought, because that's definitely something that Alliance have done before. Alliance have definitely done that before. Whoa. That might be a spicy too far.
That's
Core Shadow
very
Demon.
spicy.
I mean, but then it is Thompson. Thompson makes this kind of stuff work.
I mean, it's not only that he makes the stuff work.
And dude, doesn't that...
all right.
And couldn't that really trash a Shadow Fiend mid? I'll still stick with OG. I'll stick with OG.
We'll go with OG just so...
Yeah. It's Thompson. He makes this kind of stuff work.
I mean, we're going for OG because it's OG, then more than because of the draft.
I'm going OG because Thompson's got a plan. Thompson's got a plan. So let's see how that plan works out. The Thompson Shadow Demon. He's got all the gems for it. I mean, he's done it a lot.
He actually played it versus me in a pub.
Oh yeah.
Did he own with it?
Yeah, he did. Super own.
Alright.
I lost hard, so.
Tiger's fan. Boxy Beast, yeah. Yeah, okay. Instant smoke from Alliance into the jungle, but at the same time, OG does the same thing, and they are evading Dire jungle instead, so nobody's gonna find a single thing. I think they should still even be able to take both runes.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, both teams are on totally different halves of the map, so you're not gonna see anyone. Like
that is a very deep ward very early on. Why does he do that? Is the Chen gonna really be in the Dire jungle the whole time?
I mean, I guess so. The thing is, he took penitence, so he's not gonna go that deep. 100%, he does not have to. He doesn't need those creeps instantly.
You know, you can throw out loads of pigs so that the enemy thinks there are a lot of different people throwing out pigs.
Actually,
The mind
games. Yeah.
But what is it, pay to lose? No, it's pay to win. Kick all those pigs over.
Very good.
Very good, very good.
And the Roman Monkey King. I mean, I think this is something that people don't really do that much, but you know, it makes sense. You know, this hero early on with the Primal Spring can be very good, and you've got this built-in ability that does give you this damage and sustain.
Jerax is one of those players that can always turn into a semi-carry.
Yeah.
Oh, this is why they planted the ward. They want to see Boxy, and they want to cut him off. But
They don't want to make him be on the lane.
He did see Monkey though, so.
Yeah, and that means that they can be a little bit more aggressive on the bottom lane, because now they know it's just a single dark tier there without any support.
It's on the darks here. How deep can they dive with?
Well, let's find out.
Let's see.
Let's find out indeed. They can dive pretty deep by the looks of things.
All right, yeah. Power of the Thunderstrike.
Yeah.
And as you said, Liz, you go to a lane with the Thunderstrike level 1 and getting that vision. Yeah, easy chase down. All right.
And he's back. And Disruptor goes top.
So they're gonna put the Disruptor versus Terrorblade. That's definitely good for the Disruptor, for Alliance. But they lost a lot of mana though.
Yeah.
Oh, they're leaving.
They're totally leaving the bottom. They're switching around because
they want to be up against the Terrorblade. They want to make his life difficult.
Can't blame them.
And so in this middle lane, the Shadow Poison spam will be pretty big, also with the new mana change, but Thompson is getting wrapped around upon.
He's going for it.
He knows he's got to keep it close to Qualifier and see if he can bring him down first, even though it was Elias trying for the gank. Qualifier is panic, but the poison's good enough. Thompson dies, but he'll take it. It's a 1v2, and Thompson's the first one to get the kill.
And the hit from Thompson.
Sven got 400 gold for that, so he's gonna have boots or whatever he wants to. But that's a huge kill for Shadow Demon overall. So.
And on the top lane, Dazzle just died.
Yeah, man, Insania is going to get a bit of a beatdown too with this use of the Metamorphosis. ILTW nearly finds a second, but the War Cry keeps Insania alive for now.
Oh, Insania!
He messed
Came back
up.
in vision, and RTW was able to reach in and still find the kill, despite the best attempts from Tiger to keep his Disruptor safe.
Even the best players mess up like that. You want to click on the tree to eat it, but you click just a bit too far and you go over it. The hero turns back.
I'm glad it's also the best players in the world, not just me. This is great.
Yeah, it happens.
It means I can also play TI level. No. Okay.
Well, let's see what all bottom lane set. Was Moxie right back there with the Iron Shell harassment.
Yeah, Seb is a little bit more happy now that the bottom lane is a lot more easy. I'm wondering how long that's going to last though, because the Terrorblade has just rotated to the bottom lane. He's at the tower at the moment, but he's made the rotation. So I'm thinking Sports will also make the rotation.
Yeah, I mean, interesting that OG still swapped the lane, because I mean, top lane they were killing them, you know.
They did, it worked for them, but they had meta. Now that they don't have Metamorphosis, I guess.
True, it's just minute.
Yeah, so it's like we need to get out.
Yeah, and Alliance do sort of read it because they've already brought the Dazzle down here.
They instantly respond. They want to pressure the TB at all costs. I mean, when you think about it, it makes sense, because who's gonna bring that right-click damage on the side of OG? It's only the Terrorblade, right? The Disruptor, he can't take objectives. Chan can't help, but...
No Tail just took over. The boar of the Beastmaster feels bad, man.
Actually, like, how did we even forget? Like, Chan is the hero that came back into the meta because of the Beastmaster, as a counter to Beastmaster.
I'll see the mid lane CS, how we doing? Koi for 12 for 2, Thompson 15 for 7, so Thompson still having the slight lead in that 1v1.
Overall, all of OG having a slight lead over their counterparts of Alliance.
Still pretty early days though. But as we can certainly imagine as well, you know, Lights with this draft, with the core, Dazzle and such, they are going to be gearing towards a point where they're going to hope to push down the lanes and take the game before it goes to a point where this Terrorblade is going to be too scary. And mid lane, the wraparound's going to be there, Tiger and Insania there to back up Qualifier.
You see his HP, he lost all of that in one
From the poison.
From the poison. Yeah, he lost like 90% of his HP.
It does fall off though. Like, it's very strong now, but in 5 minutes time,
I mean,
what's his next
he's
play?
gonna have Purge as well. Like
Yeah,
it's never
sure.
safe versus.
And he's going to have, because he's mid, the Shadow Demon's going to have this level advantage. So if he goes to any of the other lanes, there is going to be this point where it's just an insane amount of damage that Topson can do that Alliance's heroes aren't going to be ready for.
It falls off once they get BKBs, but at the same time then you can purge them, slow them through those BKBs, which is really nice. However, honestly, when you're looking at the Alliance draft, it looks well thought through. You have these auras, you have Beastmaster, you have Sven, Warcry, you have Dazzle's minus armor, you have Shadow Fiend's minus armor, then you have the silence from the Disruptor versus the TB. Everything makes a lot of sense. It would be really strange that they lose this game, but...
So ILTW has been found in the jungle. Tiger and Insania going for the chase. Kinetic Field will trap him as he'll try and turn. And it's going to be the backup from Motail with the micro stunning up the Sven, and that will allow ILTW to turn. Warcry and stick charges will allow Tiger to get away. And Motail at least being able to save ILTW, make sure that Alliance don't get away with the kill. That's towards the mid. Jax having his eyes on Qualifier as Qualifier's headed back away from the lane to clean up some of the neutrals. The lane getting scarier and scarier for this SF against this leveled Shadow Demon, as Topson has hit that level 6, and that really is the point where Qualifier can't really go back into the lane on his own, as Topson will be ready to dive in with the Demonic Purge.
The Centaur is backing up. No chills, Chen. No dive here today.
See bottom.
Oh,
Hit by first stun, second stun will be off the mark. Tiger will be fine, but Alliance just aggressively keeping that pressure onto ILTW, trying to slow his farm down. Top lane Jarex has been found. Boxy can't quite get his hands on him though. Seb turns up with the surge, keeps Jarex safe. And mid lane Topson just making life very hard for Qualifier. You see Qualifier sort of found the ability to farm between the towers, but Topson on that high ground trying to get in still with the Shadow Poisoning harassment. Back down bottom, they're going on to ILTW. Warcry keeps Tiger alive. He's able to stick and back away. Newer side getting the kills, but still it's just ILTW getting hit pretty hard by this tri-lane, as Alliance makes space for Mickey to keep the farm pretty much even between the two of them. He has got the Divine Favor from the Chen to sort of help him sustain against the harassment.
Yeah, so much sustain there. You have the Divine Favor, and on the other side you have Warcry, you have Dazzle heal.
At what point are we expecting that Topson is gonna make use of these rotations? Because the Shadow Fiend has taken refuge in the jungle, like he's barely on the lane now, so Topson is just farming. But is there a point where... Never mind, hold that thought.
Boxy. Again, there's TPs bang on from Alliance. They're bringing Qualifier as well. Tiger coming in. These war cries stopping so many of these kills that OG gets so close to get.
Definitely on point, and he's so tanky so early on. Minute 8 he has boots double bracer on Sven. Like he's having a really good time. He did get that first blood though, and that first blood enables position 4 so hard.
Oh dear.
He has.
Let's see how tanky he really is.
Yeah,
Surge coming out as well.
There's nothing he can do against this amount of magical. As Tiger, he might try and deny to Roshan though.
Nope.
He's not going to get there in time.
I love Topson's positioning, because obviously he kept the vision because of his illusions, but no vision inside the Roche pit for the Sven, so...
Yeah, he wasn't right-clicking him or anything like that, just spamming poison every now and then.
Oh, mid lane, wraparound's going to be there with Jarex setting up with the Boundless Strike. Topson closing the gap. Kinetic Field does hold back the Shadow Demon, but he gets enough poison out from a distance to bring down another. Topson starting to get those kills as Alliance are bringing some very vulnerable heroes towards that mid lane area. My Topson is showing us the strengths of this early leveled mid Shadow Demon.
Yeah, he can definitely rotate around now on the bottom lane as well. He's coming. He does move back though.
How many of the players of Alliance were in the Alliance when Seb coached Alliance?
None of them, I don't think. I don't think any of them were in that Alliance, were they?
No, I don't think so.
No, I think that was totally...
Well, Loda was in there regardless, so it's,
Not Topson. What?
Just disappeared.
Blew up the Beastmaster. That's Alliance. They've got a bit of a Shadow Demon problem. Topson...
Yeah, on top of the net worth as well, 4k gold. He's doing really well. Overall though, this is his time to shine. If he had a bad lane, Like this Shadow Demon wouldn't be able to do anything, but he's had a nice lane after that kill on SF. SF is relegated to the jungle to fight the little neutrals, and because of that, Thompson can just rotate around. This is tier 1, is not pressured at all on mid.
Time for runes.
And Seb will make sure that Qualifier doesn't get his hands on them. And in fact, Qualifier could be in trouble. Seb surging Jarek forward so he can keep the chase on. TPs will be coming in as it is round the shine of the Alliance that has just come back online. As Jarek's nice dodge there off the stun from Sven, but it won't keep him alive as Tiger has the speed to chase him down. Jarex will fall bottom lane. Metamorphosis is going to be popped as RTW will be prepared to try and take this tier 1 tower away from Alliance.
Yeah, you can't defend this now with your alliances. You just rotated everyone to that shrine. It's gonna be very hard.
Oh, he's got roar.
He does. There is Shen around.
Well, get the roar off.
Let's see. Zensen is going to be the first to actually fall behind. Will RTW, Hand of God, will keep him alive. He's going to turn, hit into Boxy. Boxy falls. RTW finally drops.
Didn't have it.
Yeah, not yet got a point in the sun.
No,
They actually
level
managed to
7.
defend it. I thought there were more ports on that shrine, but not really. They were all kind of around, so they had the resources necessary to defend the bottom lane. Pretty good. And I mean, this Terrorblade does not have Thunder, and that's a normal build for Terrorblades. This is how you maximize your farm. Yeah, you risk dying, but you farm a lot faster because of that one level.
He was very close to leveling up as well.
Yeah.
Unfortunate for him, but well, he gets to try and take the tier 1 tower down another time.
They got the tier 1 mid though, and now the Shadow Demon is going to start rotating around.
Yeah, and if he wants to just disassemble his boots, he's got the completed Ether Lens.
That's so strong on him actually, getting that purge from distance.
No.
We'll see if there's going to be any TPs in here to help Notail.
He blocked himself in with the Cardi.
The Cardi block.
Yeah, nobody can follow
him. That's so good.
That is indeed the strat. Nice job.
A bit late there on that rune, sadly for him. Didn't get it. Now he just has to decide where to go, because he has that Atalance, right? He has the rune, has enough mana to work with. Which way?
And see another attempt to dive on to Notail. Divine Favor himself, giving him that extra regeneration. This time the TPs will come, and Seb dropping the wall and the vacuum, but it misses everything.
Yeah, he thought that there was still someone hiding in the trees. It wasn't the case. Thompson came in too, though.
Because the jump forward from Jarex on top of Insania, Boundless Strike down, will finish off.
They're going to catch someone else. They have the purge.
Boxy, he's going to go for the roar. He's trying to commit for the fight here. The rest of the line's coming in, but this is going to give a chance for Jarex to drop down the Wukong's command. Boxy still punching into Thompson. Thompson getting very low, and he will fall. They'll kill off the Shadow Demon. Boxy now with the backup of Tiger and Mickey charging in for more. Alliance, can they get some more kills out of this? We're quite for turning up. They certainly can. 7 to 4. Mickey gets the double kill. They're on top of RTW underneath the tower. The Boundless Strike from a distance comes out from Jarex, but Tiger still helps them find the kill onto ILTW. Alliance, they found 3. And doesn't look like they're done yet. They know Jarex is in the tree lines. Notail is hiding.
No
deep in the trees. Jarex, he's actually going to jump forward. What the hell is he doing?
What? I thought he was fine.
What? He was.
He was.
He was. That was just a straight up feed.
Notail, don't move.
Maybe he tried to jump in and out instantly.
Why?
Just yeah, for the lulz. I don't know.
Style points,
Yeah.
nothing more, but he messed up. He got hit.
He did.
Couldn't jump again.
And it was another kill for Qualifier.
So it turns into a 3 for 4, and a tower obviously for Alliance. So Alliance doing good. And
I mean, Alliance are very happy with that. I mean, they just crushed them.
Yeah.
what is the Shadow Demon supposed to do at this stage of the game?
According to the 3 of us, he's supposed to be winning.
Yeah, well, he is top of the net worth.
He is.
When he finds someone by himself,
Yeah.
he's fine.
And the problem
But in
is,
those team fights, what's his job?
Sit at the back, spam your spells.
There's a bunch of things that he's doing, like disrupt, spam the shadow poison for the damage, purge the hero that's running away or that you're trying to kite.
You're describing a support Shadow Demon, though.
No,
Yeah,
it's
but
still the
this
same.
one-
He's got the levels. It's a lot of damage.
It's a bunch of damage coming from the poison.
But as you saw, the Alliance, I mean, in a fight, well, I think a lot of teams would maybe at the start chosen to back off, or they knew that they could just charge in like that, and as long as they get someone on top of Thompson, then the fight becomes very easy. They get rid of the Shadow Demon, and suddenly it all sort of falls apart.
Oh, he got the right tree! Oh! They find him, and they should be able to kill him easily.
Yeah, there's a hawk right there, so the birds see on the trees, you can cut the tree.
Yeah, it's hard for the Monkey King to play around that. As Alliance taking another tier 1 tower, they're getting this momentum that their draft it's built to do so. They have this very strong 5-man with the Beast Master Dazzle limbs back. They found another catch here as Thompson. He's been surrounded. The Static Storm and the Roar down. Hand of God will be poked. Thompson. He is going to try for the TP out. They've actually got nothing else to cancel it. So Thompson does make it away. That's 2 ults down.
What happens?
One tanky Shadow Demon.
When you get glimpse, you have a.
There's different interactions.
You still get glimpse back.
With the disruption?
It doesn't. Yeah, if someone glimpses someone and then they're disrupted, they will come out of the disruption where the glimpse would have taken.
Okay, so the whole disruption basesically moves.
It just prolongs the time until they're brought back to the place, but they'll still get brought back to the place.
Okay.
14 to 11, a very close game still between these two teams, but Alliance certainly getting the action going in their way and making the game a little more chaotic, which is not really what OG want. They want to try and find space and time for the Terrorblade to get big. And sure, IOTW is still second in the net worth, but he's being matched by the farm on pretty much both Qualifier and Mickey.
Yeah, I have a feeling that if you're OG, you have to outplay them right now. That's the only way. And Alliance's draft definitely looks stronger. And you have these heroes that synergize so well together. They just need to go, actually. That's all. You're gonna have this mech on Dazzle. It has been changed, right? I really didn't completely get the change on the mech in Greaves. Does that mean that you can pop it every time it's off cooldown and it's gonna affect you? There's a change to mech.
So the change to mech mostly comes from the change to Buckler, right? And Buckler got nerfed a bit.
No, but it was to do with the
something
timing.
about timings, because Dazzle, he's gonna have the mech off cooldown earlier because of his ultimate.
Yeah.
So he should be able to use it more.
Actually, that's it, because the Dazzle's going for them. What's Qualifier going for this game?
I was reading the patch notes and you called me to get here. I didn't even get the chance.
Screw the bad guys. We need you in DreamLeague. Get over it.
Come to Sweden right now.
Alliance taking over some of the half of the map of OG, getting in on these areas that ideally ILTW will want to be farming in as Notel takes a hammer to the face.
The exact change, the wording of the mech change is stack limit is now tied to cooldown on casts, and then between bracket like Greaves and Crimson Guard stack mechanics.
Alright, so it is the cooldown then, right? So you just can refresh it again. Yeah, so it's really good on Dazzle.
That's really good. That's really good. I guess obviously it means having multiple, but that was the same before. It wasn't really going to give you any benefit. And so, okay, so with that itemization as well means Qualifier, he just rushes BKB this game.
Yeah.
Which against the Shadow Demon, it's a mid lane OG. They are going to try and look to take a fight as they charge in onto Insania, and Qualifier looks to get a Requiem off, but the Boundless strikes down, cancelling the vacuum wall from Seps there, catching the both of them.
Nice back from Tiger.
2 would be down at the moment. IOTW surge forward. They're trying to chase Insania. The Grave will keep him alive. Okay, making sure that Insania gets back to safety. OG, well, they look towards now. They have got the meta up, so they can go for Roche.
That region on Thompson is probably the best rune. I mean, it is the best rune a Shadow Demon can get. It's like a Zeus region. You just continue spamming and spamming your spells. But overall, that looked very scary for Alliance. The team that I was... they want to die this.
They do want to try and get OG out of the Roche pit. And OG already, respecting the fact that Alliance are around, are leaving Roche for now. Insania is going to glimpse back Jerks. They're going to look to try and pick off the Monkey King, separated from the rest of the team to start things off. But back in the river, Thompson's got the setup onto Insania. Disruption will set up for the kill. 1 for 1 now, and the turnaround's there. It's Boxy, has Roar available, opens up immediately onto Seb. 3-man vacuum will drag them back with a mech pop. Seb trying to surge away the Sunder from ILTW, keeping Seb alive. And so that will allow OG to Get back to safety. Jax has brought back on wall. There's the damage. There's the damage.
That's what the poor Shadow Demon does.
That is what he's supposed to do. Oh, Jax.
He's crazy. But he's getting away with it.
He just brought back. He has to be really careful.
He's a little bit tight.
I mean, it's Roche on the line, right? This is why they're all hanging mid. This is why they focused on Qualifier earlier on and letting the Disruptor do whatever he wanted. But it's all about the Roshan pit because both teams have a decent lineup.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
OG right now does not have meta, and because of that, they had to get out of the pit as well.
Yeah,
you don't have metamorphosis, so you can't really fight them.
That's why you see Roche is sitting at half health. So
look at Thompson. He's so deep. He's just. I mean, he could. Nah. There's no way, right?
No, not quality.
Oh, he's in trouble. He's in a lot of trouble. He says, sorry.
Yeah.
There's a disruption by 6 seconds. No, he got nothing.
I mean, I understand what he's doing because he has a blink dagger, right? So he's like, alright, most likely I'll survive. They won't catch me here.
They've got so much vision, though.
That damage, like, that's just 4 stacks.
Boxer, he's able to find No Tail trying to hang around the room. Boxer will also be able to get the room.
More is hitting him.
Yeah, these creeps. Doing a lot of work here.
Yeah. In they go.
He's close by. You think Seb is going to try to make a play?
He could try for it.
There's
yeah, they're going to lead him with the Wukong's command and go for the vacuum wall down onto the 3 of them. Makes it be Pop. Qualifiers just going to get out the Requiem of Souls, reducing some of the damage coming out from OG if they do get him for the fight. RTW surge forward and the meta's back up. He'll get stunned immediately. Can Alliance kill him off? They have the Roar as well. RTW defensive disruption from Thompson will keep him alive, but the static storm's down. He's trapped. He'll try and mantle his way out of it, but he can't escape. RTW's dead. But without the Terror Blade for 45 seconds, a glimpse from Insania brings Seb back into the clutches of Alliance as Alliance get 2 kills and can now look to go into the pit. Thompson is able to blow up the Beastmaster, but it's not going to be enough to dissuade Alliance from finishing off this Roshan. Unless Thompson can do something crazy.
He's got 2 stacks on Roche so far.
He's got the illusions in himself. Trying to steal it.
He's stuck in the wall. This is so good.
He can't.
They could have pit.
And now Insane is trying to run away. Charity needs 1 more hit to get up the jingle. He'll get it with a boundless strike. And the Shadow Demon has pushed Alliance away from the pit for now. Thompson, look how low this Roche is. 1 more hit will do it. Thompson gets the Roche, gets the Aegis. We'll see if they can kill him with the Roche. Jackson's on top of Quake, but the Shadow Demon is gone. He'll turn towards Mickey. Insania and Mickey and Tiger looking back towards Jarex, but Thompson's got his second life ready to go. The demonic purge is there on Insania. This disruptor cannot run away as ILTW on top of him will set up Thompson for the kill. They're just chasing down Alliance up to the high ground, picking them off one by one as Tiger will fall, and the Thompson Shadow Demon coming in big.
During that fight, Thompson was just at the start, starting at the back. I don't even think that Beastmaster knew that he was getting attacks on him.
Yeah, caught another. They're just crumbling now, Alliance.
Yep.
This game that was felt incredibly, even for a part, that whole fight around the pit, it's a nice escape from Dazzle.
This Shadow Demon is definitely proving us all wrong. He's doing so much.
I still feel like it's kind of cheesy, though.
I mean...
But that is Thompson. That is Thompson's style. He'll turn up with these heroes and he'll play his own game. He doesn't care about what everyone else is doing. He knows what he feels is right, and he's showing us the strength.
He got caught a couple of times, which wasn't really great, but his team is always making the right moves. They're in front, they're tanking, so he can stack up those poison charges, and when he does, he just destroys them.
And I mean, it seems like they're sort of just broken Alliance here. Alliance all over the place now. The tier 3's gone down.
They broke the Alliance.
Thunder.
It broke the Alliance completely, yeah.
Let's see what Tiger can do. This tries to lead him to God's strength. Do try and go for the glimpse back.
Man, dodge that?
I think he did. He did.
Man, the Dota Polygon paying off.
There we go. And they're out there as well. It's a long TP, but he will make it out before they get the vision on him.
I mean, overall, that whole fight was amazing. The highlight of that fight for me was how amused Shiva was every time someone popped from the poison stack. She was like clapping, yes.
It just looked so stupidly funny.
It did.
Thompson, because Thompson's near level. What'd you get level 20 on the Shadow Demon? I haven't seen really.
What is there even? I forgot. What are the talents? I can't even remember, honestly.
There's
got to be something good on the SD.
There's like, I know there's like Shadow Poison cooldown. It gets even lower. On one of those levels, I can't remember which one. his talents are really good on Shadow Demon as well. And if you buy Aghanim's, you're gonna have 3 charges on that Demonic Purge, which is gonna be so good in this game. There are so many things that you can.
What's Thompson gonna buy? He's got 3.5k gold.
Yeah, that's the question. He can go for Kaya, he can go for Octarine, he can go for Aghanim's. All these items really fit the way he's played the hero so far.
Yeah.
He can get something defensive as well, but I don't think he's gonna do that. He's going full damage mode, right?
I think so. He wants to get something to pop people jacks.
He jumps out, nice.
Radiant structures are fortified.
He's alone though. He can't hope to defend this tower.
ILTW has got his complete Skadi now, so the Terrorblade's certainly reaching that point where if OG win fights, they have that man ready to push and walk. Oh, they'll catch him this time.
Yeah. That was, I mean, he shouldn't have been there. That
He
was
was playing, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, that's a risky place to be playing, right? In front of the tier 3 tower. If they can't defend this.
I mean, they've got poison. They should be able to.
The high ground defense is really nice.
3-man vacuum wall. They've got the control with No Tails Micro to kill off the Dazzle. That's their core Dazzle gone. As Alliance on the retreat, the kinetic field will hold OG back, so OG won't be able to catch anyone else, but they'll easily be able to push the Alliance away.
I keep forgetting it's a core Dazzle too.
Yeah, it is, and he's not doing a whole lot.
No. Should he be doing, like, can he do more?
I mean, usually when you pick this Dazzle, you want to take control of the map instantly. After the laning stage, you get that Necro 1, you get the mech, and you just roll over the enemy. But they haven't been able to do that, so yeah. He could have done a bit more.
Tiger. Being chased in by Seb. Jax, he's going to have eyes on Qualifier. Qualifier does get the Requiem out for the side of it all. Bruce Command is down. He's dead. And the Sunder, ILTW keeping Thompson alive for now. He'll self-disrupt as well. Thompson making it take a lot of effort for them to kill him. They will finally do so. And they'll also get Jax caught out.
ELTW survives though. And yeah, he has Agnes on Shadow Demon, but he has no buyback, and they should know that.
Oh, hang on, he is dead for...
seconds.
Yeah. He bought back in the rush fight, that's why. But you know what? They know he has no buyback because of that, and because he bought the eggs.
This could be very painful for OG.
Like, what do you defend actually right now? What do you defend with?
Oh no!
They've been playing a bit too much, I think.
Oh, you done? Alliance! They're gonna just walk out in Alliance. They've got the beautiful lineup that just takes your base.
Like, if you don't have BKB on Terrorblade, so you can't afford to get caught even.
Vacuum wall. That's a nice start.
I've got the Crimson Guard to slow it down a little bit.
Okay, Monkey is up as well, so you have something to work with.
But sure, Alliance should at least get 1 Rax there.
I think so. Yeah. I think they get this side.
ILW way hard. He's going to start the fire from the backline to get on top of Insania. The Static Storm is down surrounding him. Stun comes out as they'll look to jump forward with the Monkey King Jax. The Primal Spring slowing down Boxy and Tiger, but quite for turns. Bursts down No Tail. No Tail buys back immediately. Alliance looking to get back towards these racks. Boxy, he's got the roar. He's straight onto RTW, but they don't have any follow-up to kill the Terrorblade. RTW sunders. Tiger gets himself back up to full. Primal Spring jump forward and Seb, he's on top of Mickey. Warcry from Tiger allows Alliance to reset, move back a little bit. They'll turn towards them, but the hand of God from No Tail heals OG back up to full. Mickey with the Cell Shallow Grave. He's just trying to let the space be there for the rest of Alliance to escape. As Mickey will get left behind. Can OG catch anyone else? They are trying their best to chase them down. TP's out.
Oh, he caught him.
Thompson almost caught him.
Almost.
Qualifier should be okay here. It's unlikely that Thompson will be able to find him, but the racks didn't go down.
I just want to say that OG, strategically, this team is just one of the best, if not the best team, honestly. The way they defended those racks.
Because it looked like those racks were gone for sure. The Shadow Demon was down for 80 seconds.
The heroes that they have, and they still pull off a defense. That's just amazing. The way they approach them from behind, instantly killed the Disruptor, took their attention away from the Raxes and onto that Chen that has a buyback, which doesn't mean anything. You kill the Chen, so...
And look, there's pushing power on the side of OG. That's great. I saw a Dazzle hit in the Rax earlier.
Now you do this.
Now you do this. Oh.
Tiger trying to slow things down. Seb Good looking forward. He gets the 4-man vacuum wall. It's a good way to start things off. Boundless strike again for Jarek to follow things up. The demonic purge is down onto Tiger. The Wukong's command out as well. Tiger cannot escape from this, or maybe with the backup of Mickey can. Shallow Grave will be attempted, but the disruption from Thompson's going to waste the most time of it. As they pick off the Sven. Melee racks are gone, glimpse back onto ILTW, but still he's a very hard kill to get as he'll just simply turn towards the Beastmaster. Raw will slow down the damage output of the Terrorblade for now, but still the Surge from Seb, ILTW can get himself out of harm's way. Quaker's popped the BKB, but he's having to run back. Sebs jumps into the vacuum, turn forward from Tiger, going for the stun, but Jarex dodges it with the Mischief, turns himself back into the Courier. Thompson gets dragged back, the razors from Quaker come out. Is it enough to kill off Thompson? It is, and Thompson will get taken down. But the melee racks are gone. It is a 70-second window now, once more for Alliance.
Yeah, they have to go straight down bottom, I believe, or Roche, if Roche is up.
Bottom is pushed
Roche
out
is
as
up,
well.
right.
Roche will take a little time.
So you go take those bounties, I suppose.
Maybe take Spear to top. But I don't know.
They are converging like they want to go bottom, honestly. Like, push mid into the bottom, but not certain if they can do it. Like 40 seconds. It's not a whole lot of time, and now they're facing 4 heroes, not 3, like the last time.
Let's see. Let's see.
They want to do it. Yeah, you can see how fast they're moving towards that side.
Yeah, they know that again, you've got to try and get something done with this window.
I really like the build on SL, that it's not the Greaves build. I mean, you have Mickey for that, right?
Yeah.
You have the Dazzle that does that, so...
There we go, Alliance.
Why is they going bottom, though? There's no tier 3 bottom. They want everything, guys.
I guess, and maybe they feel that they might be able to get away with both. We'll see. The tier 3 mid's going to fall.
There's no meta for 20 more seconds, so...
Still no SD for about 10, as Alliance should be able to finish up this rack. The 4-man vacuum wall comes in. Boundless strike down once more. They'll set up for the team fight with the Wukong's command. The BKB is going to be popped from Quaker, and Alliance, they're trying to get in there. They'll get the stun out, but the disruption keeps RTW safe. As Alliance, they'll look to back away. They got the melee racks down. They've just got to try and keep everyone alive. Quaker being slowed down. He's being surrounded. Quaker will fall. Insane is going to go for the TP out from the high ground. He'll make it out. Mickey will not be as fortunate.
I mean, they get a much bigger target than Dazzle. He does have buyback, though.
Such back and forth.
But yeah, it's so much back and forth. But it always feels like OG are the ones, I don't know, investing less in these fights. They did lose the side now, but I don't know. What can they take away? Can they take a side?
Tiger has been found. Thompson will set up with the disruption. Elsewhere, Boxy did manage to kill off Noxel. That is, of course, a very dead champ for a very long time. But at the same time, that is a very dead Sven for a long time. No buyback. 70 seconds without him. Mickey will buy back here, but still 20 seconds without Quaker. This is going to be a lot of time for LTW to hit this top lane as the meta's up. As the tier 3 falls, the top racks as well in trouble. There should be at least a second racks for OG. As Thompson is going to get jumped on. Boxy's actually got the raw. Thompson, he gets bursted. He does now have buyback available if it is needed down the line, but to take those top racks, it certainly is. As the top racks are gone, they'll get on top of the Dazzle. No Dazzle buyback. Boxy's surrounded as well.
He has buyback though.
But they're without their Dazzle core for 80 seconds. OG now getting the favourite trades. RTW will sunder to get back up to full before he gets glimpsed back, but still at the moment with just 3 alive, no real threat to the Terrorblade. OG will pick up the second full set of racks. As Alliance, what can they do to slow this down? The Boundless strike actually clipping on Insania. He has got that Ghost Scepter, which will allow him to walk away from the Reflection Illusion. Boxy is in the middle of the Wukong's command though, and again RTW is on top of him. He has no buyback, dead for 100 seconds. OG in position to look to claim the Mega Creeps. As this time round, this back and forth action looks to probably come to an end. Jarek's just playing around with the 3 members of Alliance left alive. Seb's in again with the vacuum. As Alliance, they'll turn, nearly bring down Seb. In fact, they will get Seb. They get the glimpse as well onto Jarex. Quaker, can he kill these 2 alone though? That's the question. He'll get the Requiem through. Jarex will jump off and in fact survive. That last right click not enough from Quaker. BKB popped as he'll look for RTW. RTW turn for the Sun to target on his ally. As he cannot, no, of course, go for the SL.
I love the snores from the terror blade. Like he was being hit there by Shadow Fiend, but he never felt like he was in any danger.
He was literally just waiting for the...
Just waiting for the right target.
Yeah.
Thunder.
He's going to try and lead on this, but the vacuum again from Seb catches him out. He has got buyback.
I feel sorry for Insania. Disruptor is a great hero, but those static fields are great if people try to run away.
Oh,
and everybody's okay just
He died in the fountain. And off he goes. Oh, he died!
Guys.
Can they throw this game, OG? That is the question.
Anything impossible in Dota? They did get
the Megas. It's a hard game to throw, but not an impossible one.
Yeah.
ILTW
It's still alive.
Can they kill it? They get the stop. But that's quite for them.
Yeah, for 100 seconds.
Boxy's back up in 10 with Raw. I'm hoping we'll see Alliance hold on and try for one more attempt.
I mean, they're not calling it just yet.
No, I mean, this is it. With Boxy up, if they could get that Raw onto RTW and kill him, maybe the comeback can happen. And there's Alliance, the organization that historically reaches its inner power when the Megas are out against them.
There's a Thunder in
Let's see what they can do. Oh, there's a balance out for the side though. The Grave will be there out to Boxy, stepping forward. Can he kill off ILTW? No, ILTW will sunder himself back up to full as they'll lose the Beastmaster. They've got the Sven back up though. So Alliance, they might hold on for that one last fight with the Sven.
They can do it.
They can do it.
100%. They can do it.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, the stun. Can they get the static storms there as well? Can they kill him?
They got it.
They got him. They got the Terror Blade. Alliance. He's back. Oh no. The creeps.
That's too strong.
Insania. 1 versus 5. No.
Oh my. That's a GG.
So OG will take game 1. Pretty back and forth. A pretty crazy one. Pretty clowny one. Just how OG likes it.
Very clowny game coming from both tops and Jerax. Like the way they were playing, it felt like they were literally just enjoying themselves in this.